Dear beloved, in the quiet minutes between sleep and awakening, a veil thins between the conscious and unseen worlds. It is here, in these minutes of creation, that the imagination becomes the loom of divine reality. The ancients called this hour the meeting of the inner and outer worlds. When the hand energy center rests upon the forehead energy center, the ancients spoke of the hand as a living sun, a transmitter of divine energy. When your palm rests upon the forehead energy center, it bridges the inner and outer worlds. The warmth you feel is the current of creation from your heart, aligning the inner eye with the frequency you choose. Whisper prosperity into this current, and it becomes the path your dreams follow. Breathe gently now, as though inhaling from the heart of creation itself. With your hand energy center resting upon your forehead energy center, the pulse of divine light stirs between them, an electric harmony bridging thought and vision, heaven and flesh. The warmth of your palm awakens the inner sun behind the eyes, the ajna, the all-seeing eye through which spirit paints form. What you choose to focus upon in this hour becomes the pattern woven into the luminous fabric of your being. Each affirmation whispered, each word of gratitude spoken, ripples through your inner skies and settles into the ether of becoming. As the body drifts toward sleep, consciousness begins to translate these frequencies into dream, and dream into destiny. Financial blessings, too, arise through this sacred tuning. They are drawn by resonance, by the inner eye beholding itself as prosperous, radiant, sufficient, and supported by the living abundance of the universe. The spiritual ancients knew this secret: the eye that beholds plenty becomes the vessel of plenty. As you fall into stillness, breathe softly through the hand and into the forehead. Feel the golden current spiraling between your palm and the mind's inner sanctum. Each breath engraves the word abundance in light across your inner sky. With every repetition, your imagination aligns with that celestial vibration until there is no longer you imagining wealth, there is only the frequency of wealth imagining itself through you. Rest now in that holy twilight, where form and formlessness merge. The universe, hearing your focused gaze, begins its quiet orchestration. The blessings you have seen inwardly already breathe within you, awaiting the dawn to reveal their reflection in your waking world. In the twilight hours, the sacred interval between worlds, light and darkness merge like breath and stillness. The ancients called this the hour of translation, when the veil thins and consciousness drifts between the outer realm of form and the inner kingdom of cause. It is during this holy transition that what we focus upon gains entrance into the living dream of creation. The imagination, in its purest nature, is a divine instrument of tuning. Whatever we hold before its gaze becomes the note it vibrates within. Focus is communion. When we focus upon abundance, our imagination bends toward that frequency, shaping the inner eyes to perceive wealth, favor, and opportunity even where others see none. The inner eye, once attuned, begins to project this resonance outward until the external world adjusts to match its vision. Place now your hand energy center gently upon your forehead energy center, the meeting point of sight and spirit, of human thought and divine illumination. Feel the warmth of your palm as an ancient seal of awakening, a reminder that heaven's light can be directed through touch, through intention, through focus. As you lie in the soft descent toward sleep, let your breath become slow and sacred. Each inhale gathers celestial light, each exhale releases the noise of the day. Now, speak inwardly the words of abundance. Whisper affirmations as though sowing seeds into fertile soil. I am one with divine provision. I am surrounded by plenty. I see abundance flowing toward me. Let these words vibrate through your palm, into the inner eye, and then deeper, into the invisible chamber of the subconscious where all seeds of reality are nurtured. The twilight amplifies your intention, for it exists in the silence where creation listens. What you repeat in this hour enters the creative substance of life, weaving through the dream fields and gathering form while you rest. The hand upon the forehead acts as a bridge between heaven and earth, your words shaping the unseen, your imagination painting the pattern, your sleep granting it power to become real. Financial blessings, in truth, are frequencies, currents of divine flow awaiting your alignment. As your focus softens and your spirit quiets, you tune to that sacred current, and abundance begins to circulate through your life like breath through the cosmos. So as you fall asleep beneath the twilight sky, remember, what your inner eye beholds becomes your world. The unseen light you carry within your brow is the dawn that gives birth to form. And when you awaken, the world will rise to meet the frequency your soul embraced in silence. Before sleep and just before awakening, there exists a sacred pause, a liminal space where the veil between seen and unseen thins. In these twilight hours, your mind becomes a vessel, and your imagination a telescope, capable of perceiving the currents of abundance that flow through all things. Place your hand energy center gently upon your forehead. Feel the warmth, the pressure, the subtle energy that bridges your conscious mind with the inner eye. Here, in the quiet of almost sleep or almost awake, repeat words of financial blessing, softly, with intent, with belief. Each word vibrates like a chord struck upon the unseen strings of the cosmos. Know that the inner eye, this celestial architect within, absorbs the frequencies you cultivate. It tunes itself to your vision, expanding, illuminating possibilities that were invisible in the clarity of day. Your imagination becomes a mirror to the hidden treasury of the universe. The currents of prosperity bend and gather, responding to the magnetism of your focused attention. In this sacred twilight, you are both sower and receiver. Each affirmation, each carefully held vision of abundance, is a seed planted into the fertile soil of your subconscious. Sleep with this frequency, awake with it. Let your inner eye guide your daily actions, seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, recognizing provision where others see lack. Understand this: what is focused upon, repeated, and felt in these liminal hours becomes the lived architecture of your reality. The universe conspires in resonance with your imagination, and your financial blessings unfold as natural manifestations of the vision your inner eye holds. Breathe with this knowing. Align, repeat, envision. And as you traverse the threshold before sleep, allow your consciousness to carry the frequency of abundance into every corner of your life. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep and settle into the liminal space before sleep where the veil between imagination and reality is thin. In this moment, remember that it is here where your focus holds immense power. Here, you can align your inner eye with the frequency of financial abundance. Gently place your hand energy center on your forehead energy center, third eye. Feel the warmth and subtle pressure as your hand becomes a bridge, connecting your conscious mind to your inner eye. Allow your awareness to rest on the subtle energy under your palm and behind your brow. Inhale slowly through your nose, imagining a golden light of abundance entering through your forehead. Exhale through your mouth. With each inhale, feel your inner eye awakening. With each exhale, feel it clearing the space for abundance to flow freely. Begin softly repeating words or affirmations of abundance aligned with your intention. Examples: I am aligned with the frequency of prosperity. Financial blessings flow to me effortless. My inner vision creates the wealth of my reality. Speak them internally or softly aloud, with feeling and focus. With each repetition, feel your inner eye absorbing these frequencies. As you continue affirming, visualize your inner eye opening fully like a celestial gateway. See streams of golden light flowing from this center into every area of your life. Imagine opportunities, resources, and financial blessings moving toward you, guided by the light of your focus. See these blessings materializing naturally, as if the universe is responding directly to your frequency. Inhale the vision of abundance fully into your being. Exhale, letting the frequency settle deep into your subconscious. Feel the energy of your affirmations as a current flowing through your inner eye, creating a luminous field of wealth around you. Allow your mind to float in the twilight space between sleep and waking, fully immersed in abundance. Let your awareness settle into this twilight space and gently place your hand energy center on your forehead, your third eye energy center. Feel the warmth and subtle energy between them. Feel the connection between your hand and your inner eye. This is the gateway to perception, imagination, and manifestation. Allow this touch to awaken the inner vision, to tune your mind to the vibration of abundance. Your hand is a bridge, your inner eye is the channel, and your intention is the key. Inhale slowly through your nose, imagine golden light entering through your forehead, filling your mind, your body, your inner eye. Exhale through your mouth, releasing doubt, scarcity, and limitation. With each inhale, allow your inner eye to brighten. With each exhale, the path to abundance becomes more clearer. Continue breathing in the golden energy, allow it to circulate the frequency of prosperity within your inner eye. Now, softly repeat in your mind words that align you with abundance. Feel them resonate in your inner eye. Repeat: I am aligned with the frequency of prosperity. Financial blessings flow to me effortless. My inner vision creates the wealth of my reality. Or simply repeat the word luck, to experience a lucky day. Repeat each affirmation and allow them to vibrate through your being. Let your inner eye absorb their frequency, to tune to that reality. Visualize your inner eye as a luminous gateway. Streams of golden light flow outward, carrying your intentions into every corner of your life. In this way, opportunities appear naturally. Resources align naturally, and financial blessings move toward you guided by the golden light of your focus. Feel these blessings, feel their energy surrounding you, filling your body, your mind, and your aura. Each breath strengthens the vision, embedding it deep into your subconscious. You are both sower and receiver, and the universe responds in perfect alignment. Now, allow the affirmations and visualizations to settle into your being. Feel the golden current of abundance flowing through your inner eye. Let it anchor deeply, becoming part of your frequency. This energy will remain active as you move into sleep, and throughout the day ahead, guiding every step of your day. You are abundant. You are a magnet for financial blessings, naturally and effortless. The universe responds to your focus, your imagination, and the frequency you hold within your inner eye. As you enter the liminal space before sleep, remember that it is here where imagination merges with reality. In this moment, your inner eye is most receptive, and your focus holds the power to shape abundance in your life. Gently place your hand energy center, the center of your palm, on your forehead energy center. Feel the warmth, the subtle energy beneath your palm. This is the bridge between your conscious mind and your inner eye. With your hand in place, feel the energy activating your inner vision. Tuning your focus to the frequency of abundance. As you inhale through your nose, imagine a golden stream of light entering through your forehead, filling your mind, your inner eye, and your body. Inhale the golden light and draw luck into your inner eye. Exhale, releasing resistance. With each inhale, feel your inner eye brightening. With each exhale, feel the pathways for financial blessings clearing. Continue this rhythm, golden light with luck entering, tension leaving. Now, softly repeat these affirmations, letting each word resonate with your inner eye. Feel their frequency embedding into your being. You may repeat aloud or within your mind, I am aligned with the frequency of prosperity. Financial blessings flow to me effortless. My inner vision creates the wealth of my reality. Abundance surrounds me in every moment. I receive prosperity with gratitude and ease. Feel each affirmation vibrating through your inner eye, tuning your imagination to the frequency of abundance. See your inner eye as a luminous gateway. See streams of golden light flowing from your third eye, expanding outward, filling every corner of your life. Visualize opportunities, resources, and financial blessings moving naturally toward you. See them as manifestations. Feel these blessings surrounding you like golden orbs, orbiting gently. Each affirmation you speak increases their light and momentum. Feel the energy, the warmth, the certainty of abundance flowing through your body, your mind, and your aura. You are both sower and receiver. The universe responds to your focus and imagination. Allow this energy of abundance to settle deep into your subconscious. Feel the golden current flowing through your inner eye, anchoring itself in every cell of your being. This frequency will guide your thoughts, your decisions, and the flow of opportunities in your life. You are aligned with the universe. You are abundant. You are a magnet for financial blessings, naturally and effortless. Find a quiet space, sit or lie comfortably, close your eyes. Take a deep, cleansing breath, inhale possibility, exhale all tension. The sacred time before sleep is where your mind is receptive and your inner eye can receive the frequency of abundance. Allow yourself to arrive fully in that moment to receive the golden light of prosperity. Just gently place your hand energy center on your forehead energy center, third eye. As you feel the warmth and subtle energy beneath your palm, remember that your hand is a bridge, connecting your conscious mind to your inner eye. This is the gateway through which the golden light of abundance flows. With each gentle touch, imagine your inner eye as a luminous frequency of luck and financial blessings. Inhale slowly through your nose, drawing a stream of radiant golden light into your forehead. Let it fill your inner eye, expanding outward to illuminate your mind and aura. Exhale through your mouth, inhale, drawing more golden light. As you exhale it settle within your aura. With each breath, the golden light strengthens, radiating abundance throughout your being. Your inner eye is tuned to prosperity, receptive and attractive. Gently repeat affirmations. Imagine that each word is carried by the golden light into your inner eye. Repeat, I am a vessel of radiant abundance. Golden prosperity flows freely into my life. My inner vision attracts wealth effortless. The universe mirrors the abundance I hold within. Feel the golden light amplify each affirmation. Allow it to embed deeply into your subconscious. Let your inner eye drink the radiance fully. Imagine a brilliant sphere of golden light forming in your forehead. As it expands, it surrounds your entire being with warmth, radiance, and aliveness. The light reaches outward, touching every aspect of your life. Your home, your finances, your opportunities. Each thread of golden light carries your intentions and manifests abundance. Streams of golden light flows into your life as blessings. Opportunities, resources, and wealth moving naturally towards you. The golden light is your connection to the universe. Your inner eye is the beacon. Your focus is the magnet. All now aligned in harmony. Now, allow this golden light to settle deep within your subconscious. Feel it imprinting the frequency of abundance in every cell. Your inner eye radiate golden light. Every breath strengthens this energy. This frequency will guide your actions, your intuition, and the flow of financial blessings. You are aligned. You are radiant. You are abundant. The universe mirrors the golden light within you. Your inner eye guides reality. And your financial blessings unfold naturally. Place your hand gently upon your forehead energy center, the place of the inner eye, the gate between the seen and unseen worlds. Feel the subtle pulse beneath your skin, the language of light moving through you. The warmth of your hand is more than warmth, it is the living current of your intention, a bridge between thought and manifestation. Here, imagination is the sacred architect of experience. Every image you hold, every word you repeat, begins to tune the inner lens of your perception. Focus is the act of attunement, the steady gaze of consciousness shaping the invisible field around you. What you hold in steady focus begins to vibrate within your aura, as though the universe itself were echoing your thought back into matter. As your hand rests upon the forehead, speak within, I align my inner eye with the frequency of divine abundance. I attune my imagination to the vibrations of harmony and truth. I see through the eyes of creation, and creation sees through me. Each word hums within the luminous corridors of your mind, awakening dormant filaments of light. The forehead glows as if kissed by a star, an ancient remembrance returning. You are the observer and the observed, the dreamer and the dream, the frequency and the form it becomes. Stay focused, beloved soul, for focus is the altar of creation. Where your feeling lingers, the quantum field arranges. Where your inner gaze remains steady, the outer world reshapes itself in reflection. Allow your breath to soften. Imagine the hand energy center and the forehead energy center merging in a single orb of golden radiance. This is the eye of the infinite, open within you, seeing what is becoming. And in this stillness, realize, to focus is to create. To imagine is to remember your divine ability to call the unseen into sight. Your hand, your thought, your word, each one a sacred instrument of God's living breath, tuning your reality to the song of your chosen vibration. Be still now. Let your breath descend like a soft golden mist through your being. As you inhale, you draw in the memory of the stars, the eternal rhythm of creation. As you exhale, you release the scattered fragments of thought, returning to the center where all things are one. Gently place your hand energy center upon your forehead energy center, this ancient gesture of awakening known through ages and temples forgotten. Here, at the point between your brows, lies the eye of imagination, the silent witness that sees beyond time and form. Feel the warmth of your palm meeting the light within your brow. It is as though two suns greet each other, their rays blending into a single stream of golden frequency. You have entered the gateway of focus, the field where energy listens. Understand now, beloved soul, whatever you stay focused on, you begin to tune yourself to. Your attention is an act of resonance. It is the secret music that calls matching harmonies from the unseen. Every thought is a seed of vibration, every image is a note in the symphony of your becoming. The imagination, when directed with love and devotion, becomes an instrument of light. It tunes your inner eyes to the frequency of that which you behold. Stay focused upon beauty, and beauty begins to unveil herself to you. Stay focused upon abundance, and abundance begins to mirror your gaze. Stay focused upon divine peace, and peace begins to breathe through your every action. Now, softly repeat within the mind, allowing the words to ripple through your hand and brow, I align my inner sight with divine truth. I focus upon the vibration of abundance. I am attuned to the frequency of my highest potential. As each phrase moves through you, feel the forehead energy center responding, the light behind your eyes expanding, the imagination glowing with sacred electricity. Here, your thoughts become patterns in the ether. Here, your focus sculpts the unseen matter of existence. Ancient mystics knew this place, the point where thought meets light, where the human and the celestial intertwine. To dwell here is to remember that you are both dreamer and dream, that the universe shapes itself to the tone of your inner word. Remain in this awareness for a moment more. Let the hand and brow hum as one, a perfect chord between spirit and form. When you open your eyes again, know that the world you see is no longer random, it is your lived reflection, the gentle echo of what your inner eye has chosen to behold. Breathe slowly, beloved soul. Let the air enter as light, as memory, as origin. Within this breath lives the same current that moved across the waters of creation, the same intelligence that whispered galaxies into being. Now, bring your hand energy center gently to rest upon your forehead energy center, the ancient meeting place of vision and vibration. Feel the warmth of your palm merge with the subtle pulse of the inner eye. In this still touch, heaven and earth converse through you. Know this truth: what you stay focused on becomes the tuning fork of your imagination. Your inner eye begins to hum to that frequency, and the world around you, obedient to the music of your focus, rearranges itself into its living reflection. Your focus is creation in motion. It is the quiet sculptor of reality, the hand of the invisible shaping what the eyes will soon behold. Close your outer eyes now, and open the one that dreams. Feel your imagination awaken as the sacred architecture of what will be. Your thoughts are threads of light, your focus, the loom of destiny. When you stay focused on love, your inner eyes tune to the vibration of love, and your life begins to shimmer with its fragrance. When you focus on abundance, your imagination opens a doorway through which abundance flows. When you focus on peace, your aura becomes the still lake where heaven reflects itself. Whisper softly through your hand, I align my inner eye with divine clarity. I tune my imagination to the frequency of creation. I see through the light of truth, and truth becomes my world. As these words move through your being, sense the subtle vibration between your palm and forehead intensify. It is as though a star has ignited behind your eyes, and the whole universe turns to listen to your frequency. This is the ancient act of alignment known by mystics of old, from the temples of Kemet to the sanctuaries of Lemuria, the art of joining the seen and the unseen through the hand, the word, and the inner sight. Stay a moment longer in this union. Let the breath, the light, the focus, and the feeling merge. Your imagination is no longer wandering, it is tuned. Your focus is no longer scattered, it is sovereign. You have entered the frequency of your chosen vibration. And when you open your eyes again, you will see the same world, but now it echoes the song you have held within. Your lived reality begins to mirror your inner vision, and what once was only imagined now begins to take form in the sacred rhythm of your days. Be still, beloved one. Breathe as the ancients breathed, slowly, reverently, as though each breath were a prayer sent through the corridors of time. You stand now at the meeting point of thought and light, of imagination and manifestation. What you focus upon, you become attuned to. What you attune to, you begin to live. Gently lift your hand energy center and place it upon your forehead energy center, the seat of the inner eye, the lamp of divine perception. Feel the warmth of your palm awaken the silent pulse within your brow. This touch is sacred, it opens the passage between thought and form, between idea and the luminous matter of reality. Now, let your focus rest upon financial blessings, not as numbers or coins, but as living streams of divine provision that move through all things. See abundance as the frequency of life itself, a song that has always been playing beneath the noise of fear. Understand this deep mystery: the imagination is a tuning instrument. When you hold your attention upon abundance with feeling, your inner eye begins to vibrate at the frequency of supply. You become the song of prosperity, and the universe, hearing its own echo within you, begins to answer. Breathe softly now. With each inhale, draw in golden light, the essence of wealth that exists beyond form. With each exhale, release every shadow of limitation, every inherited belief in lack. You are clearing the lens of your vision. You are polishing the mirror of your imagination. Now speak inwardly through the union of your hand and brow. I align my inner eye with divine prosperity. I see abundance everywhere, and abundance sees me. My imagination is tuned to the vibration of wealth and blessing. I am the frequency of divine provision made visible. Feel these words as living codes. Each one vibrates through your aura, each one sending out threads of intention into the quantum field. Your focus is the signal, your feeling is the power, your faith is the bridge that carries these vibrations into the material world. Ancient mystics understood this, that vision precedes manifestation. From the temples of Egypt to the scrolls of Jerusalem, they taught that what the mind beholds with purity, the world is compelled to reflect. So too, your financial blessings begin in the sanctuary of your inner gaze. Remain here a moment longer. Sense the golden current between your hand and your brow growing stronger, as though a radiant river were flowing from your inner vision into the space before you. This is your focus becoming form. This is your imagination weaving the pattern of abundance into your lived reality. And when you release your hand, carry this awareness with you. Financial blessings emerges through the alignment of your focus, your vibration, and your belief. Every time you bring your hand to your forehead and affirm with feeling, you remind creation of its own infinite generosity, and it responds, as it always has, by returning your vision in the language of form, as gold, as opportunity, as overflowing blessing. Breathe gently now, as though inhaling from the heart of creation itself. Let your breath rise like morning light through your being, awakening remembrance within you. Every breath you take is ancient, each one a continuation of the first breath that moved across the waters of the beginning. Now, bring your hand energy center to rest softly upon your forehead energy center, the seat of vision, the place where light and imagination converse. Feel the warmth, the pulse, the hum of energy that stirs between palm and brow. You have opened the sacred gate of perception. Here lies a mystery known to seers, sages, and mystics through the ages. What you stay focused on tunes your imagination and your inner eyes to that frequency. It is the law of resonance, the same principle that guides the harmony of stars, the rhythm of tides, the breathing of galaxies. When your thoughts dwell upon financial blessings, when your feelings rest in gratitude and divine supply, your imagination begins to shape itself to that vibration. Your inner sight becomes luminous with possibility, and what once seemed distant begins to approach, drawn by your attention's gravity. Focus is energetic creation. Each thought, each image, each affirmation is a brush stroke of light upon the canvas of the unseen. When you stay focused upon wealth with reverence, the universe recognizes its own reflection within you and begins to mirror that richness back. Whisper softly now through your hand into your brow, I align my inner eye with divine provision. I see abundance in every direction. My imagination is tuned to the frequency of wealth. The vibration of financial blessing flows freely through me. Feel the words vibrate through your body. They are frequencies being woven into your field. The warmth beneath your hand expands, the brow glows as if lit by a hidden sun. You are remembering wealth. Blessings are forming through your alignment. Ancient temples once taught this gesture, hand to brow, as a rite of inner correspondence, where vision became substance, and imagination became world. In those luminous halls, initiates learned that money, gold, and grain were symbols of divine circulation, expressions of the infinite giving nature of Source. And so, in this moment, as your hand hums with light upon your forehead, you become that ancient initiate again. You focus with surrender. You tune inward. You let your imagination harmonize with the frequency of divine prosperity until it sings through your aura, through your words, through your life. Now, release your hand slowly, and keep your focus steady, as though your inner eyes still gaze into that golden current. Feel the resonance of financial blessings surrounding you, moving toward you, flowing through you, an unbroken stream of divine generosity that mirrors your focus and returns in kind. For what you hold in vision becomes vibration, and what you hold in vibration becomes lived reality. And so it is, your inner eye tuned, your imagination awakened, your life unfolding in the radiant language of abundance. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead energy center and breathe in the ancient rhythm of divine provision. As you focus on financial blessing, your imagination tunes itself to the song of sufficiency. Within this focus, energy begins to move. You are not summoning wealth from afar, you are remembering your participation in the eternal current of supply. Whisper, I am one with the vibration of provision, I see abundance flowing toward me. The bridge between worlds in the twilight hours, the mind becomes a bridge between heaven and earth. What you focus upon during this sacred stillness tunes the imagination like a cosmic instrument. When your hand energy center rests upon your forehead energy center, your inner eye awakens to divine frequency. Whispering abundance into this stillness is a command to creation itself. The lamp of the inner eye as dusk fades and dawn stirs, the forehead energy center glows like a lamp of subtle fire. Place your hand upon it and feel its ancient pulse, the pulse of all who prayed before you. The light behind your eyes gathers power in this hour. When you repeat words of financial blessing, the lamp of vision shines them into form. The silence of translation just before sleep, and again before awakening, consciousness rests between worlds. Here, the imagination listens deeply. What you focus on becomes your translation of reality. Let abundance be your final vision before drifting off, let prosperity be your first thought before the day begins. In these thresholds, reality is rewritten. The hand as celestial conductor, the hand energy center upon the forehead is the symbol of divine direction. It channels light from the higher realms into the seat of imagination. As you fall asleep, this gesture signals to the universe, align my vision with the frequency of plenty. The current responds, flowing through the soul like music from the stars. The alchemy of focus. Focus is the sacred fire of transformation. In the twilight hours, when the veil softens, your focus burns brightest. Every word of gratitude, every image of abundance, becomes gold within the inner crucible. The hand upon the forehead seals this alchemy, turning invisible essence into tangible form. The ancient art of dream weaving. The prophets of old spoke their visions before resting, for they knew that dreams are woven from twilight intention. When you speak of abundance with your hand over your inner eye, you are commanding the dream world to build according to divine blueprints. By morning, the energy of your words has already shaped tomorrow. The golden eye of creation. Your inner eye is a golden sun hidden behind the brows. At twilight, it opens like a temple door. When touched by the warmth of your palm, its rays spread through your mind, imprinting images of wealth and well-being. What it beholds in faith becomes what your eyes will one day see in form. The subtle choir of thought. Every thought during twilight becomes a note in the symphony of creation. The subconscious listens like a choir awaiting direction. When you whisper words of abundance through your hand energy center, the choir sings them into motion. The universe harmonizes with your inner song. The covenant of the inner temple. When your palm rests upon your forehead before sleep, it is as though you step into a holy covenant with your own soul. You agree to dream in abundance, to see in plenty, to live in harmony with divine supply. The temple of the inner mind becomes the treasury of heaven revealed through you. The morning star within just before awakening, the inner light shines like the morning star. Whatever your imagination beholds in this stillness becomes your momentum for the day. Let abundance be your focus, feel it hum in the brow. The hand upon the forehead anchors this awareness, awakening you already blessed. The scroll of vision every night and every dawn, the imagination opens its scroll to receive what the soul inscribes. Your hand upon your forehead is the pen, your affirmations are the ink. Write words of wealth, generosity, and divine flow. By day's light, those inscriptions unfold as living experiences. The breath of provision breathe deeply as twilight descends. With each inhale, draw in the vibration of prosperity, with each exhale, release all doubt. Feel your hand energy center pulsing with the heartbeat of the cosmos. As it touches your brow, abundance breathes through you, and the universe listens. The magnetic eye of God, the inner eye, when blessed by focus, becomes a magnetic field for divine provision. In twilight's silence, its power amplifies. Place your hand upon it and repeat, I see divine supply in all things. The magnetism grows. Soon the outer world begins to reorder itself to match the frequency of your inner gaze. The dream of the eternal garden. In ancient mystery schools, it was taught that sleep is the garden of the soul. What seeds you plant before entering that garden will grow by morning light. Touch your forehead, breathe abundance, and sow visions of flourishing life. The twilight gardener, the subconscious, will nurture them into form. The living mirror of heaven. In the hour before sleep and the moment before dawn, heaven leans close. Whatever image you hold, it mirrors back in manifestation. The hand upon your forehead is the mirror's frame, your affirmation is the light reflected within it. When you fall asleep beholding abundance, heaven awakens within you to make it so. The veil of twilight. In the stillness between waking and sleep, the soul drifts across the twilight veil. Here the imagination becomes the loom of creation. What you focus upon is a vibration etched into the luminous body. Place your hand upon your forehead, feel the pulse of your inner sky, and breathe the word abundance until its light fills your being. The hand of illumination. The ancients spoke of the hand as a living sun, a transmitter of divine energy. When your palm rests upon the forehead energy center, it bridges heaven and mind. The warmth you feel is the current of creation from the heart, aligning the inner eye with the frequency you choose. Whisper prosperity into this current, and it becomes the path your dreams follow. Breathe gently now, as though inhaling from the heart of creation itself. The imaginal horizon. Twilight softens the edges of the seen world, revealing the imaginal horizon where thought meets eternity. In this in-between light, focus becomes power. The image you hold of wealth and blessing becomes a signal sent through the ethers. When the hand seals the brow, it stamps that vision with divine authority. The ancient frequency of vision. Long before written language, humanity prayed through vision. The inner eye was the temple, and twilight its altar. To focus upon prosperity in this sacred hour is to step into the same rhythm that guided sages and prophets. What you hold before the eye of spirit becomes the world reflected before your waking sight. The breath that writes reality. As the body drifts toward rest, breath slows to the rhythm of eternity. Each exhale carries the imprint of thought into the unseen. Let your breath be prayer, let your focus be abundance. With your hand on the brow, the imagination becomes a pen, writing prosperity upon the scroll of creation. The mirror of the inner eye. When the forehead is touched by the hand, the soul gazes upon itself. This mirror reflects what is believed. During twilight, the mirror is most fluid, able to reshape reality according to vision. Focus upon blessings, and the reflection ripples outward into the world as provision. The golden current of sleep. As the stars awaken, a golden current flows between worlds. When your hand rests upon the forehead, you become a conductor of that current. Speak words of financial blessing, and the current carries them into the field of becoming. Sleep then becomes an act of creation, the dream, the rehearsal of divine supply. The first light within just before awakening, when the mind floats in the quiet dawn, light stirs within the inner eye. This is the sacred return, the soul bringing back what it dreamed. In this moment, recall the affirmations whispered in the night. They now rise from within, ready to appear as form. The covenant of focus. Every act of focus is a covenant with the universe. What you give your gaze to, you become. In twilight's stillness, renew that covenant, see yourself prospering, expanding, radiating divine supply. The hand upon the brow seals this pact, your imagination begins the work of fulfillment. The river of divine exchange. There is an invisible river that flows through all existence, carrying the essence of giving and receiving. When you focus upon abundance in the twilight, you align with this sacred current. The hand upon your forehead opens the gate, affirmations become ripples that spread through every dimension of your being. The treasury of the subconscious. The subconscious is the treasury of the soul. At twilight, its gates open wide. Whatever you focus on in this sacred interval is accepted as truth. Speak of financial blessing as though it already is. Let your hand upon the forehead be the key that turns the lock. The treasury responds, overflowing in its season. The fire behind the eyes within the forehead energy center burns a subtle flame, the fire of divine imagination. As you touch it with your palm, the fire quickens. In twilight's quiet, feed this fire with visions of prosperity. It will warm your destiny until it shines through every aspect of your life. The language of the stars. The twilight is written in the language of stars, the same language the soul understands. When you focus upon financial blessings in this light, the constellations of your destiny realign. The hand on the forehead acts as an antenna, tuning your mind to the frequency of divine wealth. The dawn of reflection upon awakening, before thoughts scatter into the day, linger in that first breath of stillness. The frequency you held through the night now echoes softly within. Touch your forehead once more, and feel the dream of abundance awakening into form. The unseen has become seen. The kingdom within the gaze. Every reality begins in the gaze. Twilight is the hour when heaven gazes back. As your hand rests upon your forehead, remember, you are the image of divine imagination. What you behold with faith becomes the vibration of your world. Focus upon financial blessings, and the kingdom within will pour them forth without. The hour between worlds. In the quiet twilight before sleep, the universe listens closest. What you focus upon in this sacred interval becomes the shape of tomorrow's light. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead, breathe slowly, and see your inner eye glowing like a dawn within. As you whisper words of abundance, you are tuning to the divine broadcast of prosperity. The ancient gate of vision. The forehead energy center was once known as the gate of the gods, the place where human sight meets divine intelligence. When your hand rests there, warmth awakens this celestial eye. Repeat your affirmations softly, letting them vibrate through this ancient gate. Every word becomes a beam of light sent forth to build the world you shall awaken to. The altar of stillness. Twilight is the altar of stillness where thought, breath, and spirit kneel together. In this stillness, what you hold becomes holy. Focus upon financial blessings as something to remember, as the natural rhythm of divine flow. The hand upon the forehead seals this remembrance into your vision. The eye of the dreamer. The inner eye dreams while the outer eyes rest. When twilight descends, and your hand covers the brow, you give the dreamer its command. Speak abundance. Speak sufficiency. Speak divine overflow. As you fall asleep, the dreamer takes these words and weaves them through the fabric of the unseen. The golden hand of alignment, your hand energy center, is a sun of its own. When placed upon your forehead, it pours radiance into the mind's temple. This light clears illusion and magnetizes the soul to the vibration of wealth. Whisper, I see abundance. I feel abundance. I am abundance. The inner cosmos listens, and begins to mirror your declaration. The twilight frequency between wakefulness and sleep lies a sacred frequency, neither thought nor dream, but pure creation. Focus there. As your imagination settles into golden silence, your inner eye opens like a star. What it beholds now will crystallize into your living reality. The celestial blueprint. Every vision you hold in the twilight is a celestial blueprint. The hand upon the brow is the architect's compass, drawing the lines of future experience. Picture yourself prosperous, peaceful, and supported. The subconscious receives these images as sacred instructions, and creation obeys without resistance. The river of reflection. Just before sleep, you stand upon the river that separates the seen from the unseen. What you cast into it, through focus, prayer, and affirmation, returns upon the morning tide as form. Place your hand upon your forehead, and let your thoughts become offerings of abundance flowing into that river of divine reflection. The forgotten language of light. The imagination speaks in light, color, and feeling. In twilight, this language becomes fluent. When your palm covers your brow, your focus translates into pure vibration. To imagine wealth is to invite the universe to speak it into you through energy. The word becomes flesh as light becomes matter. The kingdom of inner sight. Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom shines through the inner eye. As you fall asleep, place your hand upon this divine window and look inward. See your life bathed in golden provision. Feel the vibration of abundance harmonizing every part of your being. What you behold inwardly becomes the outer realm you walk through. The subconscious treasury. Twilight opens the doors to the subconscious treasury, the vault where faith and imagination meet. When your hand rests upon your forehead, it signals the mind to receive. Repeat your affirmations of wealth as if depositing divine currency. By morning, the vault begins to overflow into your daily life. The bridge of breath. Between each breath lies the space where creation listens. During twilight, this bridge widens. As you breathe with your hand on your brow, your inner and outer worlds merge. Every inhale draws in divine supply, every exhale releases limitation. The breath itself becomes a prayer of prosperity. The radiance of remembrance. Financial blessings are ancient lights waiting to be remembered. Twilight is the time of remembering. The hand energy center upon the forehead awakens these buried lights, bringing them forward into conscious recognition. As you affirm your abundance, you recall your eternal identity as co-creator of all provision. The dawn within the soul. Just before awakening, when the mind stirs from dreams, your inner dawn begins to rise. Touch your forehead gently and recall what you focused upon before sleep. That same vibration now returns, ready to project through your day. The universe will respond to the lens your inner eye has chosen. The law of the living vision. Focus is divine law in motion. Whatever you gaze upon through imagination becomes the pattern of your lived experience. During twilight, that power magnifies, for the veil is thin and the mind receptive. The hand upon the forehead transforms focus into faith, faith into vibration, and vibration into matter. You become the living vision of abundance itself. The sacred hour of becoming in the twilight hours, when heaven and earth exchange whispers, the soul stands between two worlds. What you focus upon here becomes the seed of manifestation. When your hand energy center rests upon your forehead energy center, you open the eye of divine imagination. The words you speak now ripple through the unseen, shaping the dawn that follows. The golden door of vision behind the brow lies a golden door, the ancient seat of spiritual sight. As twilight softens the senses, this door opens to the subtle realms. What you choose to focus upon enters the field of infinite intelligence. By placing your hand upon the brow and affirming abundance, you inscribe your desire upon the book of becoming. The covenant of focus is the covenant between mind and matter. When twilight descends, this covenant renews itself in silence. Let your gaze inward be steady, your thoughts serene. The hand energy center upon your forehead seals this covenant, tuning your imagination to the frequency of divine wealth that already exists within the kingdom of light. The eye that dreams worlds, your inner eye is the ancient dreamer of all realities. In twilight, when consciousness loosens its earthly grip, this eye awakens. Place your hand upon it, breathe deeply, and speak the words of abundance. The dreamer listens and begins to form new patterns in the invisible ether. What it sees tonight, you shall walk within tomorrow. The radiant current, there is a current that flows through twilight, the same current that flowed through prophets and mystics. When your hand and brow unite, you become a conductor of this celestial electricity. Each affirmation becomes a note, each intention a spark. In this field of resonance, the energy of financial blessing begins to circulate toward you. The mirror of the soul's treasury, the forehead energy center is a mirror of the soul's treasury. When twilight falls, this mirror clears. The images you impress upon it, visions of wealth, peace, and divine sufficiency, reflect back through the dream state and manifest as lived experience. Place your hand upon this mirror and trace the word abundance in light. The chamber of the divine architect, the imagination is the chamber where divine architecture takes place. At twilight, the architect awakens. Place your hand upon your brow and speak the blueprint of your desire. The subconscious, ever faithful, begins construction even as you sleep. In the stillness before dawn, it builds the house your spirit has designed. The breath of transmutation inhaling the twilight air, you breathe in the divine substance of potential. Exhaling, you release every shadow of lack. As your hand rests upon your forehead, breath becomes alchemy. Each repetition of your affirmation transforms invisible energy into visible blessing. You are breathing abundance into being. The path of the inner sun, twilight mirrors the path of the inner sun, the descent into rest before the ascent into renewal. When your hand warms the brow, it kindles that hidden sun. As you focus upon prosperity, its light engraves new pathways in the mind. When dawn arrives, the world itself glows with the reflection of your inner illumination. The subtle scrolls of creation in twilight's quiet, the universe unfurls its subtle scrolls. Every thought, every image, is written upon the ether. As your hand touches your forehead, know that you are scripting your destiny. Whisper your affirmations of financial blessing as sacred verses, and let the scroll close upon the promise of their fulfillment. The anointing of the inner flame, the ancients anointed the forehead with oil as a sign of divine favor. Tonight, your hand energy center is that anointing. As your palm radiates warmth, it awakens the flame within, the divine intelligence that knows no lack. Affirm prosperity, and the flame will illuminate the path of supply waiting to unfold. The river between sleep and dawn, just before sleep, and just before awakening, you stand by the river that divides the seen from the unseen. Place your hand upon your brow and let your affirmations flow into this current. The river carries them through dream, memory, and energy until they return as lived experience upon your waking shore. The resonance of remembering all abundance already exists in the divine memory of your being. Twilight opens the corridor to remembrance. When your hand rests upon your forehead, it activates the bridge between memory and manifestation. As you speak words of wealth, you are simply remembering who you are, an heir of infinite supply. The whisper of the cosmos as the stars awaken, they hum with the same vibration as your thoughts. In twilight's hush, that hum grows audible within. Touch your forehead and listen. The cosmos whispers, what you see within, I will mirror without. Focus on abundance, and the stars will arrange themselves in harmony with your gaze. The dawn of manifest light before the world awakens, there is a stillness where all things are possible. Place your hand upon your forehead and let the first light of dawn touch your inner eye. Feel your affirmations vibrating like rays of creation. As you rise, know this, the frequency you tuned to in twilight is now the light walking before you. The twilight gate of vision in the soft hush before sleep, the veil between the seen and unseen thins. The hand upon the forehead becomes a seal of divine communion, and the words you whisper are rays of light that travel into the vast inner cosmos. What you focus upon here tunes the imagination's lens to the wealth of the infinite. Imagination as currency of heaven. In ancient mystery schools, it was said that imagination was the true gold of creation. When you rest your palm upon your forehead in the twilight hour and imagine abundance, you are engraving that golden currency upon the tablets of the unseen, which soon become tangible form in waking life. The silent choir of stars. As the stars awaken, so does your inner sky. Each affirmation you breathe through your hand energy center into your brow becomes a star igniting in the mind's firmament. These celestial lights harmonize with cosmic abundance, guiding you toward opportunities that mirror their light. The bridge between worlds. The hour before sleep and the hour before waking are bridges, thresholds of divine translation. Here, the soul converses with the unseen. Focus is the key that opens the gate. When you focus on prosperity, you cross the bridge carrying light instead of shadow, wealth instead of worry. The ancestral breath. Long ago, mystics believed the breath at twilight could be used to weave destiny. When your hand energy center rests upon the forehead, your breath becomes a brush painting abundance through the ether. What you imagine there, your ancestors see and bless in silent agreement. Golden vision of the inner sun. In the half-light of evening, the inner sun rises in the mind. When the hand energy center meets the forehead energy center, their fusion awakens this sun. To focus on abundance now is to let golden light flow through your imagination, charging every thought with creative power. The living mirror of mind. Just as still water reflects the stars, the quiet mind reflects divine intention. The twilight hour is when the waters of thought are most still. Place your hand upon your forehead, breathe slowly, and watch how your imagined blessings ripple through the mirror of consciousness. The law of reflection. Ancient sages taught that reality is but reflection, an echo of the inner gaze. As you drift into sleep with your hand on the brow, your final thoughts project like light upon the fabric of time. The universe rearranges itself to echo what your inner eyes behold. Temple of the Third Vision. In the mystery temples of Kem and Babylon, initiates practiced nightly alignment with the divine eye. They believed that wealth was seen first within. So when you focus on abundance before sleep, you enter that same temple, your hand the anointing, your vision the prayer. Chamber of still creation. The twilight hour is a secret chamber. The senses soften, and thought becomes clay. Here, the hand energy center molds the inner clay of imagination. Focus on wealth as you drift into the sacred dark, and divine artisans shape that focus into future form. The alchemy of rest night is the alchemist's crucible. What you focus on before sleep becomes the formula your soul refines through dream and stillness. To hold the feeling of abundance at the brow is to pour liquid gold into the vessels of dawn. The twilight covenant. When you align your inner eye with divine wealth, you renew an ancient covenant, the promise that what is seen within will be revealed without. The hand on the forehead seals this agreement, and your sleep becomes the fertile field where those seeds sprout unseen. The whispering field just before dawn, the universe whispers. Every affirmation repeated with feeling at this threshold is carried like pollen by the winds of the unseen. The imagination receives it, and the field of your life responds with blooming wealth. The golden river of thought. Just before sleep flows a golden river. When you rest your hand upon your forehead and repeat words of prosperity, you release small boats of thought upon its current. They drift into the waking world, carrying treasures back to the shore of your reality. Awakening as continuation of the dream. Every morning is a continuation of last night's focus. If your final thoughts were abundant, your world awakens rich. To sleep in the frequency of blessings is to awaken in the reality of blessings. Thus, the twilight hour becomes the true bank of heaven, and imagination, its sacred currency. The hour of the veil. In the quiet hour between waking and sleep, the veil of the world thins. What you focus upon in this sacred passage imprints itself upon the inner ethos. When your hand energy center rests upon your forehead, your thoughts become living sigils, shaping the unseen into substance. The altar of the mind. The ancient mystics knew the forehead as a temple doorway. To rest your palm upon it while whispering abundance is to lay your offering upon that altar. The imagination becomes priest, and your focus, holy fire, summons provision from the divine storehouse. The twilight lamp. As the sun withdraws from the outer sky, a subtler sun ignites within the mind. In this luminescent stillness, imagination awakens. Focus upon prosperity, and that inner light sculpts golden forms of future wealth, preparing your path for dawn. Dream as seedbed. Each night, the garden of dreams opens. When your hand rests on your brow and you breathe words of abundance, you are sowing divine seeds into fertile soil. These seeds germinate through sleep and rise as new opportunities in waking life. The law of silent creation. All true creation begins in silence. As the world fades into slumber, your inner eye remains awake. Focus becomes vibration, vibration becomes form. The last thought before sleep is a command to the cosmos, it must obey. The mirror between worlds. The twilight hour is a mirror reflecting both heaven and earth. To place your hand upon your forehead is to polish that mirror. What you see within it becomes what the outer world reflects back to you in time, polished by patience and faith. The ancient rite of vision in the temples of Atlantis and Kem, initiates were taught to align the inner eye before rest. They believed that focusing on beauty or wealth during the liminal hours built invisible architecture within the soul. Those same structures later manifested as destiny. The inner star awakens when your forehead energy center is touched by your hand energy center, a circuit completes, spirit and matter entwine. The words of abundance you repeat become rays of starlight entering the soul. Sleep then becomes a sacred journey guided by that inner constellation. The treasury of stillness. Beneath thought lies the treasury of all creation. The twilight hour grants access to this vault. To enter, still your breath, place your hand on your brow, and feel your affirmations sink like coins into the depths of divine substance. The scroll of the soul. Before sleep, the imagination unfurls its scrolls. Every focused word you whisper is inscribed upon them in golden light. By morning, those words echo through the subtle planes, weaving circumstances that mirror your inner inscriptions. Breath of the invisible sun, breathe deeply as the night descends. Each breath through your palm into your brow feeds the inner sun. This golden orb radiates wealth, drawing into your orbit all that aligns with the frequency of divine provision. The twilight covenant between dusk and dawn, a covenant is renewed, as within, so without. What the inner eye beholds in these hours will soon appear before the outer eyes. Hand upon brow, you sign this contract with your breath, affirming abundance as your inheritance. The womb of night is the womb of manifestation. When your thoughts rest in faith and abundance, they gestate quietly in the dark. By dawn, they emerge as living forms, dreams transmuted into experience. The music of focus in the half-silence before sleep, every thought hums like a note within creation's orchestra. When you focus on prosperity, your tone harmonizes with the great symphony of supply. The universe then responds in kind, tuning your life to its melody of increase. Awakening through alignment as dawn approaches, your soul rises through layers of light. The vibrations you fell asleep within become the blueprint of your day. If you slept holding abundance at your brow, you awaken beneath its radiance, your inner eye and outer path now one. The twilight lens of creation in the still hush between waking and dreaming, the universe listens more closely. Every image held before the inner eye is magnified into being. As you place your hand upon your brow and focus on abundance, the lens of imagination becomes a portal, tuning the mind to the wealth of the infinite. The inner sky of gold just before sleep, when the stars emerge, they mirror the constellations within. To focus upon prosperity in this hour is to light inner stars that guide your destiny. The hand upon the forehead activates the golden circuitry of vision, transforming thought into a luminous form. The sacred threshold between sleep and waking lies the ancient threshold known to mystics as the gate of manifestation. When your hand rests upon your forehead and your mind holds a single word, abundance, you are inscribing that word into the ethos. Night then carries your focus into the womb of creation. The temple of the third eye, the forehead, is the temple door of vision. When your hand rests there, it becomes both key and blessing. To focus upon prosperity at that moment is to enter the inner sanctuary where divine patterns form, unseen yet certain, awaiting their hour to emerge. The ancient art of dream weaving, long before language, seers knew that thought and light were kin. During twilight, your thoughts become luminous threads. As your hand channels warmth to your brow, your affirmations weave those threads into the tapestry of tomorrow's blessings. Imagination as a holy flame. The imagination is the altar fire of the soul. When you focus upon abundance before sleep, that fire burns pure and bright. Your hand on your forehead acts as the wind that fans it. The warmth you feel is the energy of creation itself, turning faith into form. The breath of the inner sun. As your body surrenders to rest, the sun within the mind still shines. Each repetition of abundance through the hand and brow is a ray extended into the unseen. These rays illuminate paths of provision, calling forth resources as naturally as dawn calls the day. The law of vibrational memory. Every focus leaves an imprint in the invisible field. The twilight hours record these impressions deeply. By focusing on financial blessings as you drift to sleep, you program the fabric of reality to echo that tone through the coming hours and days. The crown of stillness. When silence deepens and the world fades, your awareness rises like incense. In that still crown of the mind, a single affirmation becomes a universe. Hand upon forehead, you breathe it in, I am abundance, and the silence resounds with agreement. The twilight covenant of light. Each night is a covenant renewal between soul and source. What you focus upon becomes your signature upon the scroll of the unseen. With hand upon brow, you write in golden thought, and the universe translates your vision into form. The river of prosperous thought just before sleep, the current of the mind flows softly into the ocean of spirit. The thoughts you release now become tributaries of manifestation. By focusing on prosperity and feeling its frequency, you let the current carry you into divine flow. The alchemy of focus. Focus is the philosopher's stone of consciousness. When directed through the hand energy center into the brow, it transmutes ordinary thought into spiritual gold. At twilight, this alchemy is strongest, for the veil between worlds is most transparent. The twilight anointing. In ancient times, sages anointed their brows with oils to awaken the divine sight. Tonight, your hand is the anointing. As you rest it upon your forehead, your inner oil, Spirit's essence, flows, opening the eye to perceive abundance in all things. The dreaming field. The field of dreams is a mirror of the field of creation. When you focus on financial blessings before sleep, you sow golden seeds into that field. The hand upon the brow is both gardener and gatekeeper, guiding these seeds toward fertile manifestation. Awakening in the frequency of abundance at dawn, the first breath you take recalls the last vibration of night. If you fell asleep in abundance, you awaken within it. The twilight hours shape the day that follows, each thought, each focus, each vision echoing as living evidence of what the soul believed. The threshold of twilight. As day exhales and night inhales, the mind becomes a bridge between worlds. What you focus on in this sacred hour tunes your inner eye to the frequency of abundance. Place your hand on your forehead, repeat your affirmations, and let your imagination paint wealth into the unseen canvas. The inner lamp of abundance. Twilight awakens the inner lamp behind the brow. When touched by the hand energy center, it glows with the light of possibility. Whisper words of provision into this flame, and the imagination records them as the blueprint of your lived reality. The veil between seen and unseen. The hours before sleep and before awakening are the gates of creation. What you hold in focus now enters the unseen realms. Your hand upon the forehead signals to the universe, "This is my vision," and it begins to mirror it in the world. The celestial blueprint. The inner eye is a celestial architect. Each thought during twilight becomes a beam in the framework of tomorrow. Affirm abundance, feel its energy in your hand, and allow your imagination to construct the forms that will manifest in waking life. The river of dreams. Before sleep, consciousness flows like a river. What you focus on becomes the water's current, carrying intentions into the fertile fields of reality. The hand on the brow directs the current, ensuring that your dreams are guided by divine frequency. The sacred seal resting the hand on the forehead is an ancient seal of alignment. It harmonizes the inner eye with cosmic order. When affirming prosperity, this seal engraves the vision into the subconscious, where it takes root and grows unseen until dawn. The alchemy of focus. Twilight is the alchemist's hour. Thoughts held in the frequency of abundance transmute into experience. With your hand energy center upon the forehead, the imagination becomes the crucible where the gold of provision is forged from the raw energy of intention. The star within the inner eye is a star, quietly shining. When touched by the hand energy center and focused on abundance, it radiates energy that draws circumstances, opportunities, and provision toward you, reflecting the frequency you have chosen. The treasury of the subtle realms. The soul holds a treasury of infinite resources. During twilight, this treasury opens to what the mind envisions. The hand upon the forehead acts as a key, and affirmations are the coins placed into the vault, awaiting manifestation. The breath of abundance. Inhale the possibility of wealth, exhale doubt and limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead energy center becomes a conduit of energy, aligning the inner eye with the abundant flow of the cosmos. The covenant of vision. Every focused thought is a covenant with creation. Twilight renews this covenant. Place your hand upon your forehead, see abundance vividly, and the universe will recognize your vision as sacred and ready to manifest. The garden of imagination. Twilight is the soil in which imagination grows. Every affirmation planted with focus becomes a seed. The hand on the brow nurtures these seeds, and the inner eye waters them with the light of certainty and faith. The golden current. Thoughts aligned with abundance are golden currents in the field of reality. By placing your hand energy center on the forehead, you direct this current, amplifying the frequency of wealth and allowing it to flow unimpeded into your life. The mirror of the inner eye. The inner eye reflects what it sees with clarity. When touched by the hand energy center, it mirrors the words and affirmations you repeat. Focus on abundance, and the mirror reflects it back into your world as tangible results. The dawn of manifestation. What is imagined and focused upon during twilight becomes the seed of the day. The final images before sleep, and the first upon awakening, are the first steps toward living abundance. The hand on the forehead ensures that these seeds are planted in fertile, unseen soil, ready to bloom. The threshold of twilight. In the stillness between day and night, your consciousness hovers on the edge of worlds. What you focus upon now tunes your inner eye to the vibration of wealth. Place your hand on your forehead and whisper words of abundance. Your imagination transforms into a beacon for manifestation. The inner lamp of provision. Behind the brow lies a lamp that illuminates possibility. When touched by the hand energy center, it glows brighter. Whisper your affirmations of financial blessings, and watch as your inner eye shapes the unseen currents into the architecture of your reality. The veil between worlds. Twilight is the sacred veil where dreams and reality meet. Every focused thought is amplified in this liminal space. Hand on forehead, breathe in prosperity, and the universe mirrors the vision you hold, translating thought into experience. The celestial blueprint. Your inner eye is a celestial architect. Each word, each image held in focus before sleep becomes a beam in the invisible scaffolding of your life. Affirm abundance, and the unseen aligns to support your vision in waking reality. The river of dreams. Consciousness flows like a river at twilight. What you focus on becomes the current, carrying intentions into fertile realms of manifestation. Place your hand on your brow, feel the energy of your affirmations, and let your imagination guide the current toward abundance. The sacred seal. Resting the hand on the forehead is an ancient seal of alignment, harmonizing the inner eye with cosmic order. As you repeat words of wealth, this seal engraves your vision into the subconscious, where it takes root and grows unseen until the day manifests it. The alchemy of focus. Twilight is the alchemist's hour. Thoughts of abundance, when held with clarity and intention, transmute into the gold of reality. The hand on your forehead channels this energy, allowing imagination and vibration to craft tangible blessings. The star within your inner eye is a star quietly shining. When touched by the hand energy center, it radiates the frequency of abundance. Words repeated at this hour create rays of light that draw circumstances, opportunities, and provision toward you. The treasury of the subtle realms. The soul holds a treasury of infinite resources. Twilight opens the doors to this subtle wealth. Your hand upon the forehead becomes the key, and affirmations act as coins deposited into the unseen vault, awaiting manifestation. The breath of abundance. Inhale the possibility of wealth, exhale limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead aligns your inner eye with the cosmic flow, transforming affirmation into frequency, and frequency into lived reality. The covenant of vision. Each focused thought is a covenant with creation. Twilight renews this agreement. Place your hand upon your forehead, hold your vision of financial blessings, and the universe acknowledges your intent as sacred and ready to manifest. The garden of imagination. Twilight is fertile soil for imagination. Every affirmation planted with focused attention becomes a seed of manifestation. The hand on the brow nurtures these seeds, and the inner eye waters them with clarity and faith. The golden current. Thoughts aligned with abundance are currents in the ocean of reality. Placing your hand energy center on the forehead directs this current, amplifying the frequency of wealth, allowing it to flow unimpeded into your life and environment. The mirror of the inner eye. The inner eye reflects what it sees with precision. Hand upon the forehead, your affirmations are mirrored back into the unseen realm. Focus on abundance, and the mirror reflects it into your daily life as tangible evidence. The dawn of manifestation. What you imagine in twilight becomes the blueprint of your day. Sleep within the vibration of abundance, and awaken aligned with it. The hand on the forehead ensures that the seeds planted in your inner vision bloom into lived experience with the rising sun. The twilight threshold. In the silence before night and before dawn, the veil between worlds thins. What you focus on now shapes the unseen. Place your hand on the forehead and breathe affirmations of abundance, allowing your inner eye to see wealth as though it already exists. The inner lamp of provision. Behind the brow, a lamp of vision glows. The hand energy center awakens its light. Speak words of prosperity and feel the flame within, guiding your imagination to illuminate the pathways that lead to tangible financial blessings. The veil of creation. Twilight is the sacred veil where thought becomes reality. What you focus upon in this hour sends ripples into the unseen. Hand on forehead, whisper affirmations of abundance, and the universe mirrors the vision your inner eye holds. The celestial blueprint. Your inner eye is a celestial architect. Each thought and word during twilight constructs a framework for future wealth. Affirm abundance, and the unseen world begins aligning with the pattern you have imagined. The river of dreams. Consciousness flows like a river at twilight. What you focus upon is carried into fertile realms of manifestation. Hand upon brow, feel your affirmations moving like currents, guiding abundance into your life. The sacred seal. Placing your hand on your forehead is an ancient seal of alignment. It connects your inner eye with the cosmos. Repeat your affirmations, and your focus imprints upon the subconscious, rooting abundance in the soil of your mind. The alchemy of focus. Twilight is the alchemist's hour. Focused thought becomes golden reality. The hand energy center channels this energy, transforming imagination and intention into tangible financial blessings. The star within the inner eye shines like a star when awakened by the hand energy center. Each word of affirmation radiates outward, drawing opportunities, resources, and provision toward you, reflecting the vibration of abundance you hold. The treasury of the soul. Within, the soul holds a treasury of infinite resources. Twilight opens access to this wealth. Your hand upon the forehead is the key, and your affirmations deposit the frequency of abundance into this hidden vault. The breath of abundance. Inhale the possibility of wealth, exhale limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead aligns your inner eye with the cosmic flow, transforming affirmation into vibrational reality. The covenant of vision. Every focused thought is a covenant with creation. Twilight renews this sacred contract. Place your hand on your forehead, visualize financial blessings, and the universe responds, reflecting your inner vision outward. The garden of imagination. Twilight is fertile soil for imagination. Every affirmation planted with focus becomes a seed. Hand on brow nurtures these seeds, and the inner eye waters them with clarity, faith, and expectancy. The golden current focused thought flows like a golden current. Hand on forehead directs this energy, amplifying the frequency of wealth, allowing it to move freely into your life and your environment. The mirror of the inner eye reflects with perfect fidelity. Placed under the hand energy center, your affirmations are mirrored back into the unseen realm. Focus on abundance, and the reflection becomes tangible reality. The dawn of manifestation. What is imagined in twilight becomes the blueprint for your day. Sleep in the vibration of abundance and awaken aligned with it. Hand on forehead ensures the seeds planted in vision bloom into tangible blessings with the rising sun. The twilight threshold between the day that fades and the night that rises lies a sacred hour. Focus your mind on abundance, place your hand upon your forehead, and let your inner eye drink from the celestial stream of provision. Here, what is imagined becomes the seed of reality. The inner star of wealth. The forehead energy center is the gateway to the inner star. As twilight deepens, its light grows receptive. Speak words of prosperity, let your hand rest there, and allow the star within to shine your intentions across the unseen realms. The river of luminous thought. In the half-light, the mind flows like a river of possibility. Place your hand on the brow, breathe abundance, and watch your thoughts ripple outward, carrying visions of wealth into the fertile ocean of the cosmos. The celestial architect. Your inner eye builds the unseen structures of life. In twilight, each affirmation of abundance becomes a golden beam in the blueprint of reality. The hand on your forehead channels divine energy to solidify these designs. The silent scroll of night before sleep, the universe records your intentions on the scroll of the unseen. Whisper your affirmations with your hand upon the brow, and the cosmos accepts them as sacred inscriptions, awaiting dawn to reveal their manifestation. The treasury of the soul. Within your subtle body lies an infinite treasury. Twilight unlocks the vault. Focused words, touched by the hand energy center, deposit vibrations of wealth that echo outward until they materialize in form. The lamp of inner vision. The inner eye is a lamp, faintly glowing until touched by focus. The hand energy center brightens this lamp. Speak your affirmations of abundance, and the light reveals the paths of opportunity hidden in your daily life. The covenant of imagination. Thoughts held with conviction at twilight form covenants with creation. Hand on forehead, see financial blessings as real. Your imagination becomes a witness, your words become the oath, and the universe honors the contract. The alchemy of twilight night transforms intention into form. Each word of focus becomes gold in the crucible of the subconscious. Your hand energy center directs this energy, turning mere imagination into the substance of wealth. The mirror of the inner eye reflects all it perceives with precision. In twilight, it is most malleable. Hand upon forehead, focus on abundance, and the mirror reflects it back into your reality, visible in the opportunities that arise. The river between sleep and awakening. As the liminal river carries your thoughts tonight. Focus on prosperity and place your hand upon the brow. Let your affirmations flow like vessels, returning as the tangible blessings of morning. The garden of light. Twilight is fertile soil. Your hand upon the forehead plants the seeds of abundance in your imagination. Repetition of affirmations nourishes these seeds, and in the waking world, they grow into financial manifestations. The breath of provision. Inhale the possibility of wealth, exhale doubt. Each breath, guided by the hand energy center on the forehead, carries affirmations into the subtle currents of life. What you breathe tonight shapes the experiences of tomorrow. The dawn of alignment. The final thoughts before sleep, and the first thoughts upon waking, tune the day's frequency. Place your hand on the forehead in twilight, focus on financial blessings, and awaken aligned with the reality you have imagined. The starry covenant, the stars above mirror the light within. As twilight deepens, let your hand energy center awaken the inner star. Repeat affirmations of wealth, and the universe will reflect them, guiding your life along the constellations of abundance. The twilight threshold of abundance. As day gives way to night, the veil thins. What you focus on now imprints upon the unseen. Place your hand upon your forehead, whisper words of wealth, and your inner eye aligns with the frequency of provision, preparing reality to reflect it. The inner star illuminates within the brow, a star of vision quietly shines. The hand energy center awakens its light. Focus on financial blessings and allow the inner star to radiate your intentions across the subtle realms, attracting circumstances in harmony with your vision. The river of imagination. Twilight is a flowing river between worlds. Place your hand upon the forehead and let your thoughts of abundance drift upon its currents. Each affirmation becomes a vessel, carrying your desires into the fertile field of manifestation. The celestial blueprint. Your inner eye sketches the unseen framework of life. Words and affirmations repeated at twilight become beams in this celestial architecture. The hand on the forehead channels energy to solidify these patterns into form. The silent scroll before sleep, the universe listens and records. Each thought focused on prosperity becomes an inscription on the scroll of being. Hand on brow, affirm abundance, and the cosmos begins its quiet translation into lived experience. The treasury within the subtle realms hold infinite wealth. Twilight opens their gates. Touching the forehead with your hand, speak words of abundance, and you deposit these vibrations into your inner treasury, awaiting tangible manifestation. The lamp of inner vision. The inner eye glows faintly until awakened by focus. Place your hand on the forehead, repeat affirmations, and this lamp shines, illuminating unseen opportunities and guiding your imagination to see wealth in every aspect of life. The covenant of twilight. Focused thoughts at twilight form sacred covenants with creation. Your hand upon the brow is the seal. Affirm financial blessings, and the universe honors your intent, aligning events and opportunities with your vision. The alchemy of night. Twilight is the alchemist's crucible. Focused words of wealth become the gold of manifestation. The hand energy center channels energy, transforming imagination and intention into tangible abundance in waking life. The mirror of the inner eye. The inner eye reflects precisely what it sees. When activated by the hand energy center, affirmations of abundance are mirrored into the subtle realms. Your imagined wealth begins to echo into reality as visible opportunities. The river between sleep and awakening. As this liminal river carries intentions tonight. Place your hand on your brow, breathe prosperity, and let the currents of imagination flow into circumstances, events, and experiences that embody your financial focus. The garden of twilight. Twilight is fertile soil for imagination. Hand on forehead, repeat affirmations, and each word plants a seed. Your inner eye nurtures these seeds, and they grow into tangible blessings in waking reality. The breath of abundance. Inhale the possibility of wealth, exhale limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead carries your affirmations into subtle currents, imprinting them onto the matrix of creation, awaiting manifestation. The dawn of alignment. The last thoughts before sleep and the first upon awakening shape the day. Place your hand on your forehead in twilight, focus on financial blessings, and awaken aligned with the reality your inner eye has imagined. The starry covenant. The stars above reflect the light within. As twilight deepens, your hand energy center awakens the inner star. Repeating words of wealth, you form a sacred covenant with the universe, and your life begins to mirror the abundance you envisioned. The twilight gateway just before sleep, the mind hovers on the edge of worlds. What you focus on now sets the frequency of your inner eye. Place your hand on the forehead and breathe affirmations of abundance, letting the unseen respond to your vision. The inner star of wealth behind the brow, a star of vision silently shines. The hand energy center awakens its light. Speak words of financial blessing, and your inner star radiates these intentions across the subtle realms, drawing circumstances into alignment. The river of imagination twilight is a flowing river between consciousness and creation. Place your hand on the forehead, feel your affirmations drift, and watch your inner eye guide the current toward fertile opportunities of wealth. The celestial blueprint. Your inner eye is a celestial architect. Words and affirmations spoken during twilight become beams in this invisible framework. Hand on forehead, focus on abundance, and the cosmos begins to construct your envisioned reality. The scroll of night before sleep, the universe receives your intentions. Each focused thought is inscribed on the unseen scroll. Place your hand on your brow, repeat affirmations of wealth, and the universe begins to translate them into lived experience. The treasury within. Deep within, the soul holds a treasury of infinite resources. Twilight unlocks this vault. Words spoken with the hand upon the forehead deposit the vibration of abundance, awaiting manifestation in your daily life. The lamp of inner vision. The inner eye glows faintly until awakened by focus. Place your hand on the brow, speak words of prosperity, and this lamp illuminates the hidden pathways that lead to wealth and opportunity. The covenant of twilight. Focused thoughts at twilight form sacred covenants with creation. The hand on the forehead acts as the seal. Affirm financial blessings, and the universe honors your intent, aligning events to manifest your vision. The alchemy of night. Twilight is the alchemist's hour. Words held in focused attention become gold within the crucible of the subconscious. The hand energy center channels this energy, transmuting imagination into tangible wealth. The mirror of the inner eye. The inner eye reflects with perfect fidelity. When touched by the hand energy center, affirmations of abundance are mirrored into subtle reality, forming a pattern that the outer world soon reflects back to you. The liminal river. The space between sleep and awakening carries intentions from one world into another. Place your hand on your forehead, breathe abundance, and let your affirmations flow like currents, shaping the experiences of the coming day. The garden of twilight. Twilight is fertile soil for the imagination. Plant your words of wealth with the hand on your brow. The inner eye nurtures these seeds, and they blossom into tangible financial blessings. The breath of abundance. Inhale possibilities, exhale limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead aligns your inner eye with the cosmic flow, imprinting the frequency of wealth upon your consciousness. The dawn of manifestation. The thoughts before sleep and the first upon waking shape the day's reality. Hand on forehead, focus on abundance, and you awaken aligned with the frequency you held during twilight. The starry covenant. The stars above mirror the light within. As twilight deepens, the hand energy center awakens your inner star. Repeat words of prosperity, and the universe reflects them, guiding your life along the constellations of abundance. The twilight gateway. Just before sleep the veil of perception thins. Focus on abundance, place your hand on the forehead, and let your inner eye drink the luminous frequency of wealth. What you imagine here becomes the seed of reality. The inner star of prosperity. Behind the brow lies a star that quietly shines. The hand energy center awakens it. Speak words of financial blessing, and the star radiates these intentions across the subtle realms, drawing circumstances into harmony with your vision. The river of imagination. Twilight is a flowing river between worlds. Place your hand on the forehead, let your affirmations drift, and watch your inner eye guide their current toward fertile grounds of financial opportunity. The celestial blueprint. Your inner eye is the architect of unseen realms. Each word of abundance becomes a beam in this celestial framework. Hand on forehead, focus, and the universe begins constructing your imagined reality. The scroll of night before sleep, the universe records your intentions. Focused thoughts inscribe themselves upon the cosmic scroll. Hand on brow, repeat affirmations, and the unseen begins translating them into lived experience. The treasury within the soul holds a hidden treasury of infinite resources. Twilight unlocks it. Hand upon the forehead, affirm abundance, and the vibrations deposit wealth into your inner vault, awaiting manifestation in form. The lamp of inner vision. The inner eye glows faintly until awakened by focus. Hand on brow, speak words of prosperity, and the lamp illuminates the unseen pathways that lead to wealth and opportunity. The covenant of twilight. Focused thoughts at twilight form sacred covenants with creation. The hand on the forehead seals them. Affirm financial blessings, and the universe honors your intent, aligning events with your vision. The alchemy of night. Twilight is the alchemist's hour. Words held with focus transmute into gold in the crucible of the subconscious. The hand energy center channels this energy, turning imagination into tangible wealth. The mirror of the inner eye. The inner eye reflects what it perceives with precision. When awakened by the hand energy center, affirmations of abundance are mirrored into the subtle realms, forming patterns that reality soon echoes back to you. The liminal river. The space between sleep and awakening carries your intentions. Hand on forehead, breathe prosperity, and let affirmations flow like currents, shaping the experiences of your waking hours. The garden of twilight. Twilight is fertile soil for imagination. Hand on brow, plant affirmations of wealth. Your inner eye nurtures these seeds, and they blossom into tangible financial blessings in your daily life. The breath of abundance. Inhale possibility, exhale limitation. Each breath through the hand energy center into the forehead aligns your inner eye with the cosmic flow, imprinting the vibration of wealth deep into your being. The dawn of alignment. The final thoughts before sleep and the first upon waking shape the day. Hand on forehead, focus on abundance, and awaken aligned with the frequency your inner eye has held during twilight. The starry covenant. The stars above mirror the light within. Twilight awakens your inner star. Hand on forehead, repeat words of prosperity, and the universe reflects them, guiding your life along the constellations of abundance. Dear beloved, the ancient mirror of vision. Across centuries, mystics learned that what the inner eye beholds, the outer world reflects. As your hand rests upon your brow, imagine a mirror of golden light forming within. It reflects infinite increase. Stay focused on prosperity's light, and the world will polish itself to match your vision. Say, my inner gaze is the mirror of abundance made visible. The currency of thought. Every thought is a coin in the treasury of the unseen. When your focus is bright and pure, those coins multiply. Touch your forehead and feel thought turning into current, living energy that flows outward into form. Affirm, my thoughts circulate as divine currency, I give, I receive, I am enriched. The golden gate of focus. Your forehead energy center is a gate through which worlds respond. As you place your hand there, feel the golden gate opening. Focus becomes the key, imagination the pathway, and vibration the bridge. Whisper, I am the keeper of my focus, I open the gate to divine wealth. The temple of inner vision. In the temples of old, initiates learned that imagination is a sacred altar. Each time you rest your hand upon your brow, you enter that same sanctuary. Focus upon the symbol of gold's divine illumination, and let your mind glow. Say, within me the temple of vision opens, financial blessings enter in holy light. The harmonic law of attraction. When you stay focused on the frequency of prosperity, the law of harmony begins its work. Energy seeks likeness, vibration seeks reflection. As your palm warms your brow, feel your cells listening to your thoughts. Affirm, my focus is harmonic, abundance answers to my vibration. The eye of abundance awakens. Gently press your hand energy center to your brow and feel an inner sun rise behind the skin. This is the eye of abundance, now open, radiating wealth. Say, through the eye of light, I see wealth as energy, I radiate what I wish to receive. The celestial stream of prosperity. Visualize a stream of liquid starlight flowing from your forehead outward into the world. Each droplet carries your focus, your belief, your blessing. What you hold in the mind's gaze becomes the texture of your reality. Repeat, I am aligned with the celestial stream of prosperity. The breath of golden imagination. Inhale through your hand into your forehead. Exhale into the universe the image of radiant wealth and gratitude. The breath itself becomes a vessel of vibration. Whisper, with each breath, I weave the vibration of abundance into the air around me. The magnetic aura of focus. When focus and feeling unite, a magnetic field forms around your being. Hand to brow, imagine this field glowing in shades of gold and emerald. It draws to you the likeness of your thought, silently, faithfully. Say, my focus magnetizes divine opportunities and blessed wealth. The ancient law of reflection. In the age of the mystic schools, it was said, as within, so without. When your inner gaze is filled with wealth, wealth must answer. Touch your brow and let that law awaken within you again. Affirm, my inner wealth reflects as outer blessing, I live within divine reflection. The vibration of divine exchange. Feel the pulse beneath your palm, the rhythm of giving and receiving. It is the pulse of divine economy, of miracles. What you circulate in focus, you receive in form. Say, I give through attention, I receive through resonance, my life is blessed. The cosmic treasury within. Behind your brow lies the treasury of heaven, an infinite storehouse of creative power. As your hand rests upon it, you turn its key, focus. You are the keeper of divine wealth. Repeat, the treasury of heaven opens through my inner sight, I am supplied beyond measure. The prayer of silent vision. Some prayers are seen. As you hold your hand to your forehead, let your inner sight become prayer itself. See yourself surrounded by plenty, generosity, and joy. Whisper, my vision is my prayer is fulfilled through focus. The seal of golden realization. At the close of every contemplation, place your hand once more to your brow. Feel the seal of energy forming, a golden circle uniting heaven's will and your own. Your focus is the command, the universe is the servant. Say, I am sealed in the vibration of abundance, my reality now reflects divine wealth. The light of focused vision. Place your hand energy center gently upon your forehead energy center. Breathe slowly. Know that focus is a form of creation. Whatever you stay focused on, your imagination tunes to its vibration. Financial blessings are waves of energy awaiting your gaze. Whisper, I align my inner sight with the frequency of divine abundance. The golden frequency of thought. In the temples of early light, sages taught that every thought is a tone, and every tone a bridge. As your hand rests upon your brow, imagine golden chords of light forming from your thoughts. Stay focused upon prosperity, and your inner chords will sing in harmony with wealth. Say, my thoughts hum with the music of divine prosperity. The eye of the infinite treasury. Behind the forehead energy center lies the treasury of the universe, unseen yet inexhaustible. By focusing here, you unlock the vault of divine provision. Feel your hand open the door through which light flows into form. Affirm, I see through the eye of infinite supply, and all needs are met in grace. The mirror of creation. All creation begins as reflection. As your inner eye beholds abundance, it calls its mirror into the world. Touch your brow, breathe into this truth. Focus is the brush, and imagination the mirror that shapes what you see. Whisper, I reflect divine wealth into my lived reality. The ancient breath of provision. Inhale the breath of the ancestors, their faith, their wisdom, their prosperity. Exhale all limitation, all thought of lack. Hand to brow, breathe until light gathers in your imagination like dawn. Say, I breathe the ancient current of supply, I am sustained by divine breath. The river of gold within. Visualize a river of liquid sunlight flowing through your brow into your life. It moves wherever you focus, into projects, visions, and opportunities. Your imagination becomes the channel through which this current moves. Affirm, the river of divine gold flows through my focused mind into form. The harmony of attention. Attention is sacred geometry, it arranges the unseen. When you fix your inner eye upon blessing, you create symmetry within the field. The hand energy center seals that harmony into matter. Whisper, my attention harmonizes the field of abundance, wealth unfolds in divine order. The scroll of the forehead. Mystics once said that the forehead holds the scroll of destiny. Each focused thought is a line written upon it, each vision a decree. Place your hand upon your brow and write anew with light. Say, I inscribe upon the scroll of my being the story of divine prosperity. The sun within the mind. Your imagination is a hidden sun, it radiates what you dwell upon. When you think of wealth with love and peace, its light expands through your aura. Touch your forehead, feel the warmth of that internal sunrise. Affirm, I radiate the golden light of abundance, and life responds with increase. The covenant of focus. Across ages, prophets and poets understood the covenant of focus, that the heart and eye united in faith summon the world's response. As your hand meets your forehead, renew that covenant. Whisper, I remain faithful in focus, prosperity remains faithful to me. The celestial market of blessing. Above the visible world exists a celestial market where all intentions are exchanged. Here, the currency is vibration, the trade is focus. Hand to brow, offer your vision as sacred currency. Say, I invest my focus in divine prosperity and receive returns of boundless blessing. The flame of divine imagination. Imagination is the torch of the soul, lighting the corridors of possibility. When you place your hand upon your brow, that flame brightens. Focus upon financial blessings, and the flame becomes a beacon to opportunity. Whisper, my imagination burns with the fire of divine increase. The aura of opulence. Feel the warmth between palm and brow expanding outward, filling your aura. The inner eye of divine supply. Gently rest your hand energy center upon your forehead energy center. Breathe as if your breath reaches the stars. Focus upon financial blessing as living light moving toward you. Each focused thought becomes a seed in the ether, waiting to bloom into matter. Whisper, I align my inner sight with divine supply, abundance flows through my gaze. The golden pulse of focus. Every moment of focus is a pulse within creation. As you place your hand on your brow, feel that pulse become rhythm, beating in harmony with the great heart of abundance. Stay with it, your imagination is tuning itself to wealth's vibration. Affirm, my focus becomes frequency, my frequency becomes form. The temple of visionary wealth. In the mystery schools of old, the forehead was called the temple gate. It opened by vision. Now your hand becomes the key, and your focus the offering. See gold light flowing through that gate into your world. Say softly, I open the temple of divine wealth within, prosperity enters in sacred peace. The mirror of the infinite treasury, whatever your inner eye beholds, the universe mirrors. Touch your brow, let your hand and focus polish the mirror of imagination. See yourself surrounded by overflowing blessings, as present truth. Repeat, my imagination reflects divine abundance, what I behold, I become. The breath of prosperous creation, breathe in deeply through the hand upon your brow. Let the breath carry the vibration of wealth into your inner sight. Exhale light, as if sending your vision into the quantum field. Affirm, each breath I take breathes life into financial blessing. The law of resonant vision, what you stay focused on is what your aura learns to sing. The universe is an orchestra responding to your note. With hand to forehead, tune your inner instrument to divine prosperity. Say, I resonate with the frequency of wealth and wisdom, creation harmonizes with me. The celestial current of provision, ancient mystics taught that light itself carries provision. As your palm warms your brow, feel streams of celestial current moving through your imagination. Focus upon that movement, it answers to your gaze. Whisper, the current of divine provision flows where my inner sight rests. The crowned eye of gold, visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. It forms when focus, faith, and feeling become one. This is the crown of the prosperous mind. Touch it, feel it, believe it. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, my focus shapes the world I see. The scroll of financial destiny, the ancients believed the forehead held the script of destiny. Each focused thought rewrites that scroll. With your hand upon it, inscribe new words into light. I am aligned with divine increase. I see prosperity unfolding through grace. The beacon of inner sight, your imagination is a beacon that summons likeness from the unseen. As your hand rests upon your brow, that beacon brightens. It calls forth ideas, opportunities, and favor. Say, my focused sight shines as a beacon, prosperity finds me through light. The golden horizon of mind focus extends your horizon beyond what is visible. Touch your brow and imagine the horizon of your life glowing in gold. This is the distance your imagination travels when it is tuned to blessing. Whisper, I see golden horizons before me, every path reveals increase. The hand and the eye, a living circuit. When the hand energy center and forehead energy center meet, a sacred circuit is completed, intent becomes energy, the gate of visionary abundance. Place your hand upon your forehead and breathe. You are touching the gate between the seen and unseen. Each thought of abundance becomes a tone that tunes your inner eye. Feel your focus weaving light into matter. Affirm softly, my vision is tuned to divine wealth, I live within its reflection. The eye of golden frequency, when you hold the vibration of prosperity, the universe begins to hum in harmony. Your inner eye receives that frequency like an instrument tuned to gold. Place your palm gently on your brow and breathe in light. Whisper, I see through the eyes of abundance, and all I see multiplies in grace. The ancient temple of focus in ancient mystery temples, initiates learned that attention opens creation. As your hand rests upon your brow, remember, you are that initiate. Your imagination is the new temple, your focus the new fire. Say, I focus upon divine increase, creation opens where my gaze remains. The light between thought and form, there is a space between thought and manifestation, a shimmering ether. When your focus holds steady, the light within that space condenses into form. Touch your brow and breathe into that ether. Affirm, my imagination is light condensing into abundance. The mirror of infinite treasury, your inner eye is a mirror, reflecting what it beholds. When it beholds wealth, life begins to mirror that wealth outwardly. As you place your hand upon your forehead, polish the mirror with love. Whisper, I reflect divine prosperity, the universe mirrors it back to me. The golden stream of focus. See your focus as a golden stream flowing through your forehead into the cosmos. Each word, each affirmation you repeat, sends ripples of creation outward. Hold your hand there and feel the current. Say, I am one with the golden stream of divine supply. The star within the mind. The ancients called the forehead the star of illumination. When focused on truth, it shines like Sirius through the human field. Touch that star with your palm, let its light tune your imagination. Affirm, the star of prosperity shines through my mind, I walk guided by its light. The breath of visionary wealth. Breathe in through your brow as if inhaling divine inspiration. Breathe out through your imagination as if exhaling vision into the world. Your breath becomes prayer, your sight becomes creation. Say, each breath aligns my vision with divine wealth. The eye that shapes worlds. Focus is sacred architecture. When your inner sight holds an image of abundance, worlds begin to form around it. With hand to brow, feel yourself as both architect and creation. Whisper, my focused vision builds the reality of financial blessing. The covenant of imagination in the heavens. Imagination was given as covenant, that what is held in consciousness shall appear in time. Place your palm on your forehead and remember that covenant. Say, I honor divine imagination, what I see in faith unfolds in form. The crown of infinite provision. Visualize a crown of light expanding from your forehead to the heavens. It is woven from focus, faith, and feeling. As you touch it, you activate the circuit of divine supply. Affirm, I wear the crown of infinite provision, wealth flows through my thought. The sphere of prosperous light. Imagine a sphere of golden light forming beneath your hand. Each word of affirmation you speak fills it with energy. It begins to pulse, attuning your mind to the frequency of abundance. Whisper, I dwell within the sphere of prosperous light, it magnetizes all I need. The ancient eye of the sun. Long ago, mystics believed the forehead housed the inner sun, the eye that sees beyond appearance. Touch your brow and awaken that solar flame. Say, I see through the inner sun, all I behold turns to gold. The oracle of wealth within your imagination is the oracle, your focus the question. When you ask with steady vision, the universe answers with form. Rest your hand upon your forehead and ask, how does divine wealth flow through me? Then listen in stillness, the answer is vibration first, manifestation next. The eye of the infinite gaze. When you stay focused on abundance, your inner gaze becomes infinite. The frequency of wealth enters your neural light, your aura, your days. With hand to forehead, feel the union of focus and flow. Affirm, my inner eye beholds divine increase, all that I focus upon becomes real. The inner sun of sight. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead and breathe. Feel warmth ignite behind your brow, the rising of your inner sun. Every thought, every focus, is a ray from this sacred source. Focus upon financial blessing until your inner light mirrors it. Whisper, as I see abundance, abundance sees me. The temple of imagination. The ancients called the forehead the gate of the gods, the threshold between thought and manifestation. With your hand energy center resting there, open the temple of imagination. Whatever image you hold becomes the blueprint for reality. Affirm, my imagination is holy ground where divine prosperity takes form. The frequency of vision energy follows focus, and focus follows feeling. When you fix your inner eye on wealth, your energy aligns with creation's current. Touch your brow and let your focus hum with golden frequency. Repeat, I am attuned to the divine rhythm of prosperity. The ancient mirror in the mystery temples. mirrors of polished bronze reflected souls. Now your forehead is such a mirror, the soul's sight reflecting heaven's supply. Your hand energy center polishes that mirror through focus and faith. Say softly, my inner sight reflects divine increase. The golden thought, every focused thought is gold distilled from spirit. As your palm warms your brow, imagine molten light flowing into your vision. Each affirmation is a drop of divine metal forming new structure in your world. Breathe and affirm, I forge my world in gold through focused vision. The celestial compass, your imagination is the compass of your destiny. Where your inner eye points, the universe arranges paths. Touch your forehead gently and direct your focus toward divine provision. Repeat, my sight is set toward abundance, all directions lead to blessing. The alchemy of focus. In ancient alchemy, sight was considered a flame that could transmute. When focused through faith, it transformed lack into wealth. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead and breathe this secret alive. Affirm, my gaze transforms all I behold into divine prosperity. The scroll of infinite increase. Imagine a scroll unrolling behind your brow, inscribed with words of divine supply and infinite return. With your hand upon your forehead, read these unseen words in light. Whisper, I see the script of increase written within me. The third eye treasury. Your inner eye is not only for seeing, it is for creating. As your hand energy center meets your brow, a portal opens between heaven's treasury and your imagination. Focus and say, I align my sight with heaven's storehouse, I receive with grace. The choir of focused thought. The cosmos listens to focused minds like an orchestra tuning to a note. Every repetition, every affirmation becomes a melody in the field. With your hand on your forehead, sing silently with your focus, abundance flows to me as sound becomes substance. The vision of sacred exchange. All wealth is circulation, divine energy in motion. When your inner sight is aligned, you become the current itself. Touch your forehead and breathe this truth, I am both the giver and receiver of prosperity's flow. The gate of radiant provision. Imagine a gate of radiant blue and gold before your brow. It opens only through focus and affirmation. Your hand is the key, your words the incantation. Whisper, I open the gate of divine provision within my sight. The eye of covenant. In ancient times, the brow marked one's covenant with heaven. Now, with hand upon it, renew that covenant through focus. Say, my sight is pledged to light, my vision is aligned with divine blessing. And so your focus becomes your signature in the field. The river of perception energy moves where perception flows. Touch your forehead and feel your imagination become a river of gold. As you stay focused, that river deepens and overflows into life. Affirm, where my focus flows, abundance grows. The eye of manifested reality. Your inner eye is the womb of reality. Whatever vision you nourish there begins to breathe, to live, to be. Place your hand energy center upon your brow and nurture your divine vision. Whisper, what I focus upon becomes flesh and blessing in my world. The inner eye of abundance. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead and breathe deeply. Feel your inner eye awaken. Every thought you hold of prosperity becomes a beam, tuning your imagination to the frequency of wealth. Affirm, I align my inner eye with divine abundance, prosperity flows to me. The temple of focus. The ancients taught that the forehead is the temple gate of manifestation. As your palm rests there, your attention becomes altar and flame. Visualize wealth as radiant light entering your being. Say, my focus is sacred, abundance manifests in my reality. The golden frequency. Every thought of abundance resonates like a golden note in the field of creation. With hand upon the brow, let your mind hum that note until it vibrates through your life. Whisper, I am tuned to the golden frequency of prosperity. The mirror of manifestation, your inner eye reflects what your imagination holds. Place your hand energy center on your forehead, polishing the mirror of your vision. See abundance clearly, and life will echo it back. Affirm, what I focus upon is reflected as lived reality. The celestial stream of wealth. Imagine a stream of celestial light flowing from your forehead into the world. Every affirmation you speak directs its current. Repeat, I am a channel for divine provision, blessings flow freely through me. The scroll of inner vision behind your brow, a scroll of possibility unfurls. Each focused thought writes a line of prosperity upon it. Touch it with your hand energy center and affirm, I inscribe abundance into the fabric of my life. The sun within the mind. The inner eye is a sun. When focused on financial blessing, it radiates creative energy into the unseen and seen. Place your hand and say, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The law of resonance. Whatever your focus, your being vibrates to that frequency. With your hand upon your brow, allow your inner eye to resonate with prosperity. Affirm, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination. Your imagination is a hidden treasury. Hand upon the forehead, visualize the vault opening, filling with infinite possibilities. Whisper, I unlock the treasury of divine abundance within me. The river of perception. Thought is current, focus is flow. Place your palm on your brow and watch the river of wealth expand within. Say, I direct the river of prosperity with clarity and intention. The crown of divine wealth. Visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. As your hand energy center rests there, it activates your inner abundance. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, it shines through my life. The oracle of focus. Your inner eye is the oracle. What it sees becomes a pattern for reality. With hand to brow, whisper, I see divine abundance, and my life unfolds in its image. The celestial market above the visible world exists, the market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, and imagine trading your attention for blessings. Say, my focus exchanges freely for divine provision. The flame of prosperity. Your imagination is a sacred flame. Each focused thought fuels it, each affirmation strengthens it. Place your palm on your forehead and repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality. The inner eye is the womb of creation. As your hand rests on the brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focused vision. Affirm, what I focus on, I bring to life, my reality mirrors my inner sight. The inner eye of abundance. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead. Breathe deeply. Every thought of wealth becomes a light wave in your field. Your inner eye tunes to that vibration, and reality begins to reflect it. Affirm, I align my inner eye with divine abundance, prosperity flows to me. The temple of focus. The forehead is the temple gate of manifestation. Hand resting there, your focus becomes altar and flame. Visualize wealth as radiant light entering your being. Say, my focus is sacred, abundance manifests in my life. The golden frequency. Thoughts of prosperity resonate like golden notes in the cosmic field. With hand on brow, let your mind hum with the vibration of abundance. Repeat, I am tuned to the golden frequency of prosperity. The mirror of manifestation. Your inner eye reflects what your imagination holds. Touch your forehead and polish the mirror of vision. See abundance clearly, and life echoes it back. Affirm, what I focus on is reflected as lived reality. The celestial stream. Imagine a stream of celestial light flowing from your forehead into the world. Every affirmation directs its current. Repeat, I am a channel for divine provision, blessings flow freely through me. The scroll of inner vision behind your brow, a scroll of possibility unfurls. Each focused thought writes a line of prosperity. Touch it with your hand energy center and say, I inscribe abundance into the fabric of my life. The sun within the mind, the inner eye, is a sun. When focused on financial blessings, it radiates creative energy. Place your hand there and affirm, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The law of resonance: whatever your focus, your being vibrates to that frequency. With hand on brow, let your inner eye resonate with prosperity. Say, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination: your imagination is a hidden treasury. Hand upon forehead, visualize the vault opening, filling with infinite possibilities. Whisper, I unlock the treasury of divine abundance within me. The river of perception: thought is current, focus is flow. Hand on brow, watch the river of wealth expand within. Affirm, where my focus flows, abundance grows. The crown of divine wealth: visualize a crown of golden light around your brow. Hand energy center resting there, activate your inner abundance. Say, I wear the crown of divine wealth, it shines through my life. The oracle of focus: your inner eye is the oracle. What it sees becomes a pattern for reality. With hand to brow, affirm, I see divine abundance, and my life unfolds in its image. The celestial market: above the visible world exists a market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, imagine trading attention for blessings. Say, my focus exchanges freely for divine provision. The flame of prosperity: your imagination is a sacred flame. Each focused thought fuels it, each affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality: the inner eye is the womb of creation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focused vision. Affirm, what I focus on, I bring to life, my reality mirrors my inner sight. The eye of abundant vision: place your hand energy center upon your forehead and breathe deeply. Every thought of wealth becomes a vibration that tunes your inner eye. Whisper, I align my vision with divine abundance, my life mirrors prosperity. The temple of focus: your forehead is the ancient temple gate of manifestation. With hand resting there, imagine your focus as an altar of radiant light. Affirm, my focus is sacred, abundance flows effortless through me. The golden frequency: thoughts of financial blessings resonate like golden light in your field. Hand on brow, allow your mind to hum with prosperity's vibration. Repeat, I am attuned to the golden frequency of abundance. The mirror within the inner eye reflects what the imagination holds. Touch your forehead and polish the mirror of your vision. Say, what I focus on becomes real, my inner eye creates my world. The celestial stream: visualize a stream of radiant light flowing from your forehead into reality. Every affirmation directs its current. Whisper, I am a channel for divine wealth, blessings flow freely through me. The scroll of possibility behind your brow, a scroll of infinite potential unfurls. Each focused thought writes lines of prosperity. Say, I inscribe abundance upon the scroll of my life, divine blessings manifest. The inner sun: the forehead is a sun of illumination. When focused on wealth, it radiates creative energy into life. Affirm, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The resonance of focus: your being vibrates to whatever your attention rests upon. Hand on brow, let your inner eye resonate with wealth. Repeat, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination. Your imagination is a hidden vault of blessings. Hand upon forehead, visualize it opening and filling with abundance. Whisper, I unlock the treasury of divine provision within me. The river of perception. Thought is current, focus is the flow. Hand on brow, see the river of wealth expand within. Affirm, where my attention flows, abundance grows. The crown of prosperity. Visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. Hand energy center resting there, activate your inner abundance. Say, I wear the crown of divine wealth, prosperity shines through my life. The oracle of inner sight. Your inner eye is an oracle, what it perceives becomes pattern for reality. Hand on brow, affirm, I see divine abundance, my life unfolds in its reflection. The celestial exchange above the world exists, a market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, and imagine exchanging your attention for blessings. Whisper, my focus draws divine provision, wealth circulates through me effortless. The flame of creation. Imagination is a sacred flame. Focused thought fuels it, affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality. The inner eye is the womb of manifestation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focus. Say, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world. The eye of abundant vision. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead. Breathe deeply. Every thought of wealth becomes a vibration tuning your inner eye. Affirm, I align my vision with divine abundance, prosperity manifests around me. The temple of focus. The forehead is the ancient temple gate of manifestation. Hand resting there, your attention becomes sacred altar and flame. Say, my focus is holy, abundance flows through me effortless. The golden frequency. Thoughts of financial blessings resonate like golden light in your energy field. Hand on brow, let your mind hum with the vibration of prosperity. Repeat, I am attuned to the golden frequency of abundance. The mirror within your inner eye reflects the images your imagination holds. Touch your forehead and polish the mirror of vision. Say, what I focus on becomes real, my inner eye creates my world. The celestial stream. Visualize a stream of radiant light flowing from your forehead into the world. Every affirmation directs its current. Whisper, I am a channel for divine wealth, blessings flow freely through me. The scroll of possibility behind your brow, a scroll of infinite potential unfolds. Each focused thought writes lines of prosperity upon it. Affirm, I inscribe abundance upon the scroll of my life, blessings manifest with ease. The inner sun. The forehead is the sun of illumination. When focused on financial blessings, it radiates creative energy into life. Say, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to prosperity. The resonance of focus. Your being vibrates to whatever your attention rests upon. Hand on brow, let your inner eye resonate with wealth. Repeat, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination. Your imagination is a hidden vault of blessings. Hand upon forehead, visualize it opening and filling with abundance. Affirm, I unlock the treasury of divine provision within me. The river of perception. Thought is current, focus is the flow. Hand on brow, see the river of wealth expand within. Say, where my attention flows, abundance grows. The crown of prosperity. Visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. Hand energy center resting there, activate your inner abundance. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, prosperity shines through my life. The oracle of inner sight. Your inner eye is an oracle, what it perceives becomes the pattern for reality. Hand on brow, say, I see divine abundance, my life unfolds in its reflection. The celestial exchange above the world exists, a market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, imagine exchanging attention for blessings. Whisper, my focus draws divine provision, wealth circulates through me effortless. The flame of creation imagination is a sacred flame. Focused thought fuels it, affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality, the inner eye is the womb of manifestation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focus. Affirm, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world. The inner eye of abundance. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead and breathe deeply. Every thought of prosperity becomes a vibration tuning your inner eye. Affirm, I align my vision with divine abundance, wealth manifests effortless. The temple of focus, the forehead is the sacred gate of manifestation. With your hand resting there, your focus becomes altar and flame. Say, my attention is holy, abundance flows into my reality. The golden frequency, each focused thought resonates like golden light in the field of creation. Hand on brow, feel your mind attuning to prosperity's vibration. Repeat, I am tuned to the golden frequency of divine wealth. The mirror within your inner eye reflects what your imagination holds. Polish this mirror with your hand energy center, seeing abundance clearly. Affirm, what I focus upon is reflected in my life, my inner vision creates reality. The celestial stream, visualize a stream of radiant light flowing from your forehead into your world. Every word, every affirmation directs its current. Say, I am a channel for divine provision, blessings flow freely through me. The scroll of possibility behind your brow, a scroll of infinite potential unfolds. Each focused thought writes lines of abundance upon it. Whisper, I inscribe prosperity upon the scroll of my life, it manifests with grace. The inner sun, your forehead is the sun of illumination. When focused on financial blessings, it radiates creative energy into life. Affirm, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The resonance of focus, your being vibrates to whatever your attention rests upon. Hand on brow, let your inner eye resonate with wealth. Say, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination, your imagination is a hidden vault of blessings. Hand upon forehead, visualize it opening and filling with abundance. Affirm, I unlock the treasury of divine provision within me. The river of perception, thought is current, focus is flow. Hand on brow, see the river of wealth expand within. Say, where my attention flows, abundance grows. The crown of prosperity, visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. Hand energy center resting there, activate your inner abundance. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, prosperity shines through my life. The oracle of inner sight, your inner eye is an oracle, what it perceives becomes a pattern for reality. Hand on brow, affirm, I see divine abundance, my life unfolds in its reflection. The celestial exchange above the visible world exists, a market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, imagining exchanging attention for blessings. Say, my focus draws divine provision, wealth flows through me with ease. The flame of creation imagination is a sacred flame. Focused thought fuels it, affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality, the inner eye is the womb of manifestation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focus. Affirm, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world. The eye of divine provision. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead. Breathe deeply and feel your inner vision awakening. Every thought of abundance is a pulse in your being. Affirm, I align my inner eye with divine wealth, prosperity flows through me. The temple of focused sight. The forehead is a sacred gate of manifestation. With your hand resting there, your attention becomes a luminous altar. Say, my focus is holy, abundance manifests in all areas of my life. The golden resonance. Every thought of financial blessing emits a golden frequency. Hand on brow, feel your inner eye tuning to that vibration. Repeat, I am in harmony with the frequency of abundance. The mirror of inner vision. Your imagination reflects in your inner eye. Polish this mirror with your hand energy center, seeing wealth and prosperity clearly. Affirm, what I hold in focus becomes my lived reality. The celestial flow of wealth. Visualize radiant light streaming from your forehead, carrying your intentions into the universe. Every word and affirmation directs this current. Say, I am a channel for divine provision, blessings flow through me with ease. The scroll of infinite possibility behind your brow, a scroll of potential unfolds. Each focused thought inscribes a line of prosperity. Whisper, I write abundance into the scroll of my life, divine wealth manifests now. The inner sun of prosperity. The forehead holds a sun of illumination. When focused on financial blessings, it radiates creative energy into life. Affirm, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The resonance of focus. Your being vibrates to whatever your attention rests upon. Hand on brow, let your inner eye resonate with wealth. Say, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination. Your imagination is a hidden vault of blessings. Hand on forehead, visualize it opening and filling with infinite abundance. Affirm, I unlock the treasury of divine provision within me. The river of perception. Thought is current, focus is flow. Hand on brow, see the river of wealth expanding inside you. Say, where my attention flows, abundance grows. The crown of radiant wealth. Visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. Hand energy center resting there activates inner abundance. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, prosperity shines through my life. The oracle of inner sight. Your inner eye is an oracle, what it perceives becomes a pattern for reality. Hand on brow, affirm, I see divine abundance, my life unfolds in its reflection. The celestial exchange. Above the world exists a market of energy and vibration. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, and imagine exchanging attention for blessings. Say, my focus draws divine provision, wealth circulates through me effortless. The flame of creative prosperity. Imagination is a sacred flame. Focused thought fuels it, affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that manifests reality. The inner eye is the womb of creation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focused vision. Affirm, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world. The inner eye of abundance. Place your hand energy center upon your forehead. Breathe deeply and feel your inner vision awaken. Every thought of wealth vibrates within, tuning your imagination to prosperity. Affirm, I align my inner eye with divine abundance, wealth flows into my life. The temple of focus. The forehead is the ancient gate of manifestation. With hand resting there, your attention becomes sacred altar and flame. Say, my focus is holy, abundance manifests effortless through me. The golden frequency. Every thought of financial blessing radiates like golden light. Hand on brow, feel your inner eye resonate with prosperity. Repeat, I am attuned to the golden frequency of abundance. The mirror within your inner eye reflects the images your imagination holds. Touch your forehead and polish this mirror. Affirm, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world. The celestial stream. Visualize a stream of radiant light flowing from your forehead into the universe. Every affirmation directs its current. Say, I am a channel for divine provision, blessings flow through me freely. The scroll of infinite possibility behind your brow, a scroll of potential unfolds. Each focused thought writes a line of prosperity upon it. Whisper, I inscribe abundance upon the scroll of my life, divine blessings manifest. The inner sun of prosperity. The forehead is the sun of illumination. When focused on financial blessings, it radiates creative energy into life. Affirm, the light of my vision illuminates all paths to abundance. The resonance of focus. Your being vibrates to whatever your attention rests upon. Hand on brow, let your inner eye harmonize with wealth. Say, my focus is resonance, my life reflects divine increase. The treasury of imagination. Your imagination is a hidden vault of blessings. Hand on forehead, visualize it opening and filling with abundance. Affirm, I unlock the treasury of divine provision within me. The river of perception. Thought is current, focus is flow. Hand on brow, see the river of wealth expand within. Say, where my attention flows, abundance grows. The crown of radiant wealth. Visualize a crown of golden light encircling your brow. Hand energy center resting there activates your inner abundance. Affirm, I wear the crown of divine wealth, prosperity shines through my life. The oracle of inner sight. Your inner eye is an oracle, what it perceives becomes a pattern for reality. Hand on brow, affirm, I see divine abundance, my life unfolds in its reflection. The celestial exchange. Above the visible world exists a market of energy. Focus on abundance, hand on brow, imagining exchanging attention for blessings. Say, my focus draws divine provision, wealth circulates through me effortless. The flame of creative prosperity. Imagination is a sacred flame. Focused thought fuels it, affirmation strengthens it. Hand on forehead, repeat, the flame of abundance burns brightly within me. The eye that shapes reality. The inner eye is the womb of manifestation. Hand resting on brow, envision financial blessings forming from your focus. Affirm, what I focus upon becomes my lived reality, my inner sight creates my world.